What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolf Pack. In this video, we're going to talk about institutional investors. Is that good or bad for crypto in the midterm? We're also going to talk about Hex Dump. We're also going to talk about Pulsechain and how it is going to zero and why that is a good thing. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the chart.
You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex.
Bitcoin on the weekly chart, we found 8 candles rejecting the 21 exponential moving average, being in a weekly downtrend since about December 21st. Hey, Merry Christmas, right? Anyways, this is a very important key level here at 44,000, more important than we initially thought on the weekly chart. You can see we gained the uptrend right over here, right around May, and diverged far from the moving averages. That's counting as a blow off top to me because we are so far from the moving averages. So getting above this 44K is very important. Goldman Sachs, which is one of the leading investment banks in the world, has managed to process their first cash settled Bitcoin transaction. That is really bullish for institutional crypto adoption, but where are the retail buyers? In 2018, it was all a retail FOMO driven rally, and seems like this last rally, this last bull market has been purely institutional, which is good and bad. The good news is it is these banks, these lobbyists, they're the ones that are pushing the policy in Congress. Congress is beholden to the dollar, so maybe we could change the laws from within, from the institutional level. Because once these institutional investors are in crypto, they are going to lobby Congress for more favorable crypto laws because they are all about profits.
You've been in there a long time. You're telling me that financial institutions, large financial institutions, don't lobby Congress on the writing of those regulations.
John,
so
they absolutely, they
well,
lobby,
that's what I'm asking you.
They have,
of course,
an ability to get meetings. Oh, absolutely.
So the laws that Congress writes are manipulated and coerced.
Those are your words.
Congress, lobbied by financial institutions, writes the laws. I guess ultimately what it comes down to is this. Is the SEC the best system to do this?
I think the American public kind of gets it, that the system is not fully working for them.
There you have it, guys. There is the chairman of the SEC, the one who is suing XRP and sending out dozens of letters to other coins asking them for statements. They are suing the crypto community because that's what Congress wants them to do. What I'm saying is, if these institutions do get in and start lobbying, this could switch everything as far as laws for crypto. However, there are no solutions, there are only trade-offs. So in this rally has been an institutional driven rally, and as the Fed continues to tighten and raise rates, it's going to put strain on this inflated economy. We also have a commodities crisis, we have a war going on, we have supply shortages and COVID in the background. That makes for a very volatile setup to the downside if institutions have to de-risk and they all start unloading. Investors everywhere are worried about the yield curve inversion. It looks like every single time the yield curve has inverted from today back into 1950 has caused a recession. This is the dot-com bubble. This is the GFC, the Great Financial Crisis. And right here we had one in around 2019, 2020. And what happened? All of a sudden there was COVID and we needed to print trillions of dollars. I still think that COVID is a cover-up for a financial crisis. Well, those chickens are about to come home to roost. Because inflation is out of control, we cannot print any more money. And I would argue that we have been in an inflationary recession since 2020 right here. When you think about recession, you think, I don't have enough money to buy anything. Well, right now, everything is so expensive, you don't have enough money to buy anything. So it is just a different way to think of it. We are definitely going into a little bit of hard times. Are these institutions going to unload Bitcoin, or are they going to keep it as a hedge against inflation? Well, Elon Musk says Tesla is not going to be selling their Bitcoin. They said they have diamond hands. Let's hope the rest of the crypto institutional investors think the same way. Remember on the daily chart, we were watching this 55 EMA. We did get a pop above it. I got really excited, but it looks like it's simmered down and is going to go right back to its resistance level. ETH on the daily chart absolutely doing the same exact thing, and below the 55, let's take a look at Hex. Hex on the daily chart.
I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot. I need the price to go up already. Can they do something?
Not only did we break down through the massive descending triangle, not only that, but we are also rejecting off the descending triangle. And not only that, we have zero volume at that. Like, this is abysmal. And let me show you what it looks like on the hourly chart. As you can see, these are normal, healthy candles. There's some gaps up and things like that, but not much. Now, now look, this is our bounce. This is our bounce that's rejecting the descending triangle. It's all broken apart with a ton of gaps. There's no liquidity. Am I on the wrong chart? Like this looks like dead. This looks like death. This looks like a dead coin, okay? I've never seen Hex behave this way. It's absolutely abysmal. This shit's gonna break down. And I know what you're thinking. How can I profit off this? That's what I'm thinking, okay? So take a small trading position. I'm not saying ape your portfolio into this, okay? Not financial advice, but take that position, start putting in 40% at 6 cents of your trading position, not your portfolio, at 6 cents, and then a 30% at 4 cents, and 30% at 2 cents or 1 cent, depending if you can catch some sort of capitulation wick. And I really feel like we do need a capitulation. I think it's going to be good for crypto, especially if we can get some of these big time sharks to panic and dump and kind of have a great reset in Hex. All right, because there's two types of investors in Hex. One's the ones that got in early that are mega rich and can dump the price until 2030, and the people that bought the top, the suckers that they conned you in. Now remember, I told everybody to sell. I sold at 45 cents on this channel. I told everyone to sell. I knew this was coming, and they were telling you to buy. Remember Gerardo? This is a bull flag. This is a bull flag. This is a bull flag. Everything's a bull flag to this guy, you know? So I'm the one who told you to sell. Now I'm telling you, this would be a good place to buy. That doesn't mean you can't get wrecked, but I think a good capitulation, a great reset, get some of these whales out of here that got in early, have them panic sell, and have some of the new earlier investors try to get some profits into this. I am seeing a ton of FOMO for Pulsechain on Twitter, all over Telegram and things like that from Hexicans. But imagine this scenario, okay? This is the scenario nobody's talking about. Imagine right here, we dump. Pulsechain finally comes out, and then Pulsechain dumps. That's probably what's gonna happen. That's what Hex did. Hex dumped to almost zero. It was like a few sats or something like that. That's probably what Pulsechain's gonna do. Right now is a bad time in the market. I hope not. Yo, look, I aped into Pulsechain when the markets were hot. I thought it was gonna be a couple weeks before it's out. I thought it was a no-brainer. Just tons and tons of hype. Hex was mooning, right? Right? We aped in like what, at 11 cent Hex right before the run. Everyone was super optimistic. Well, now it's the inverse of that. Okay, so I think it's gonna dump like crazy, which sucks because I aped in hard into Pulsechain, you know, but I'm going to be ready to buy the dip. Okay, that's what we got to do, right? We got to buy the dip. So don't count on a huge pump either. I honestly think, let's see. I don't think we're going to take out 34 cents during Pulsechain hype. I don't. So tentatively, I don't know for sure, but I don't think we're going to get above this height right here. I think we're going to flush first, and I think we're going to come up somewhere around like 19 cents, 18 cents. Look at this volume node at 15 cents. There's a lot of interest here. I would say, you know, probably around 15 to 18 cents is where the Pulsechain hype pump is going to go before these OGs start dumping into hell. And Pulsechain dumping to zero is a good thing. Why? Because us, the wolf pack, we're not scared. We're gonna buy the dip, right? Not only that, we're gonna hold, and we're gonna let all the plebes dump hard for nothing. The great reset, right? So a great reset in Hex and a great reset in Pulse. And that's gonna be the most bullish thing because these OGs are gonna dump forever otherwise. We need to lose some sharks, right? And gain new sharks. Us, wolves actually. That's the wolf pack. That's the strategy of the wolf pack, right? Be ready to buy. Be ready for the crash. Stop getting your hopes up. If it does happen, if we do have a huge pump, great. But we're going to be prepared to buy. And we're not going to sell. We're not going to panic sell. We're not going to try to play the volatility. All right, markets changed. It took too long. Wham, that sucks, okay? But try to play the volatility and dump and buy cheaper, no. Wolfpack, buy the dip, not financial advice. Buy the dip, okay? And don't sell, and think long term. This is crypto, all right? Crypto's long term. Now, Hex OGs made it because they held, right? Okay. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, throw me a like and a sub. Join the Wolf Pack, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.